Hey, were you up all night with Christina?
Yeah. Our baby's excellent, so excellent adventure in the snow gave her a little cold. She's all stuffy.
Well, okay, then you go to bed and I'll take care of her now.
No, I can't. I tried to get some sleep, but I keep going over and over in my head what you told me about Cooper and the trial. How could he renege? You know, I don't get this confession thing. I'm kind of confused on it. Why would he do that?
Well, because he's nuts, you know. He likes, jacking people around.
What he likes is being a creep. I don't know, Scott, I'm really starting to truly believe Julie.
Oh, come on, Lucy. What are you, going soft here just because she saved Christina?
No, it's not just... Well, part of it, yeah, think about it. This baby's out. She saves the baby, brings her back to us. And she saves the guards' lives, basically, by going for help. She could have just taken off and run.
Okay, so she did a decent thing, but that doesn't mean that she didn't kill anybody. When her own defense team is trying to get their star witness to confess, I mean, that's not the kind of move you make when your client's innocent.
Yeah, okay, so let's blame Rachel and Chris, you know? That's who's to blame here. I think maybe Julie would be better off without Rachel Locke.
Well, I asked Rachel if she coerced a confession out of Cooper, and she denied any monkey business.
Okay, so that means she flat out lied, is what she did. So doesn't that tell you something about who the guilty party really is here?
Well, after Cooper's testimony, she dodged me at the courthouse. I wonder what she has to say for herself now.
Yes. Yes. You know, Christina is so very comfortable with you. It must be because she recognizes you're the angel who saved her in the snow.
Well, she's so sweet and innocent. Oh, thank you for letting me visit with her. Not everyone has been so kind to me since my acquittal.
Well, I believe everybody does deserve a second chance.
Well, you'll never know how grateful I am to you for believing in me. Yeah, you have.
And you will never know how grateful we are for saving her life. Yes, we are, aren't we? We're so grateful.
Would it be too much to ask if I could come see her again?
Oh, no. Not at all. Please come over anytime.
Yes.
Hey, Aunt Charlene.
Hey, there's my future law partner.
Whoa, now, potential future law partner. I haven't given you my decision yet.
Well, can you make a decision before the next millennium?
Yes, you got it. Oh, and by the way, very sorry you and Lucy had to postpone the wedding.
Well, next time, it's going to be smooth sailing because we're not going to have some baby crawling off.
Now, thank God that Julie was there to find her when she did.
You can say that again. You know, it's funny that Julie was the one that rescued Christina.
And Julie is a very complicated woman, Scott.
You got her acquitted on the first 4 murders. Do you think she was innocent?
Well, yeah. Then can we always be 100% sure that our clients are telling the truth?
What about all this brainwashing business? Did you buy that?
Well, look, there's no question she was victimized by Greg Cooper. But did he have complete control of her mind? See, I don't know.
What about Victor? He claims he saw Julie kill Grace.
Yeah, he says he saw someone wearing Julie's clown makeup when Grace was murdered. That doesn't prove it was Julie.
It just raises a reasonable doubt.
Well, the jury must have seen it that way, or they would never have acquitted her.
Julie could have killed all those people, and you would have defended her.
Well, of course. Put up the best defense for your client, whether they're innocent or not.
Yeah, the legal oath.
It's more than an oath, Scott. I mean, it's a privilege. You serve the cause of justice, and you uphold the principles on which this whole country was founded.
Yes, but when guilty people get away, you know, there's something wrong with this whole system.
Well, the same applies when an innocent person is sent to prison.
But you must have felt foolish when Julie confessed to killing Canelos.
I had my share of sleepless nights, I admit that. I mean, no one wants to be responsible for setting a confessed killer free. But you got to remember that when Julie made that confession, her mind was in complete disarray.
Yeah, well, that tape should never have been admissible in court.
Well, I was surprised that Darren didn't have it thrown out.
Well, I don't think he's a very good lawyer.
Yes, and unfortunately, Julie is suffering the consequences.
Well, then you throw Rachel Locke into the mix, you know. I mean, she's not helping the defense at all. If Julie is innocent, she's getting a bum deal from her team.
Now, this is the very first time I've heard you entertain the possibility that Julie didn't commit those murders.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not on the free Julie bandwagon here. It's just that she did, you know, rescue the baby. I just can't overlook that. You're a very hard person to track down.
I didn't know you were looking for me.
I see all your fancy plaques on the wall. Where's the one that says, outstanding liar?
Chris and I went to see Greg in prison. I never denied that.
No, but you just left out the fact that you cut him a deal.
I never asked him to lie on the stand.
You're playing dirty, Rachel.
Okay, Scott, look, yeah, I told Greg that I would get him out of prison and that I'd have him transferred to a mental facility in exchange for the truth on the stand.
Well, what wrong?
I don't know. You remember I told you before I had reservations about him changing his testimony on the stand? That's why I had him sign the affidavit. Obviously, that didn't make a difference.
Well, trusting Cooper in the first place was your mistake.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I was wrong. It was a really bad idea, and I admit it. But Julie's the one paying the price.
You have such a passion to get Julie off. Why is that?
Doesn't everyone deserve to be defended? I mean, isn't it innocent until proven guilty, counselor? And it just so happens that the person in this case is innocent. And I will fight till the end for Julie's freedom.
Winning. It's everything.
Yeah, I suppose it is. You know, Kevin, he's always saying how ruthless I am. Maybe he's right. But aren't you, when you're defending someone who you know is innocent? When the only thing standing between their freedom and a possible death sentence is your willingness to fight?
You're running out of time. What's your next move gonna be?
I want Julie to take the stand.
How does she feel about that?
I don't know. I know that Chris and Darren, they don't want her to do that.
Well, common logic will tell you that. Look at OJ, for crying out loud.
Yeah. But if Darren rests today without putting Julie on the stand, she's going to be convicted.
Well, that's common logic. See, I never follow that. I think Julie should testify. She's got nothing to lose.
Oh, then, Scott, would you please? Please, just talk to Julie. Try to convince her to take the stand.
Why would I want to do that?
Because she respects you. Because you're the best attorney in town.
She's got a lawyer.
Look, I know that you're not a fan of Julie's, and I'm not even asking you to believe that she's innocent. God, look what you just did.
What? She found Christina crawling around outside?
No, she saved Christina. Why don't you help me save her?
Lucy, they didn't tell me who my visitor was.
I just had to come. Julie, I wanted to say thank you again for what you did, saving Christina. It just means so much to me, to all my family, in fact.
How is Christina?
Oh, good. Adorable. Stopped up, though. You know, she's kind of clogged. You know, little kid,
well,
she has a cold.
it's nothing serious.
No, promise. It's just a little cold.
Okay.
You know, she's fine. And in fact, I've just been going over and over again how close we came to losing her. You know, I just don't ever want that to happen again. I can't tell you what that little girl means to us. Do you know, she is a miracle. I mean, from the moment, like, the surprise hit us and we got this little bundle of wonderment, it's just changed our lives. If you have kids, you will know that it opens up a whole world of possibilities to you. I'm telling you, it changes you forever.
I can only imagine.
I have to ask you this. Why'd you do it? I know. Listen, you could have run. You could have taken off and escaped. Why didn't you do that?
Guilty people run. And I'm innocent. And who cares anyway, right? I'm headed for prison.
Yeah. Listen, Scott told me what Cooper did on the stand, and okay, here's a real shock for you. You should sit down, but listen, Julie, I don't believe Cooper. I somehow believe you.
You're just saying that because I saved Christina.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it, but listen, it sort of just guided me to where I've been going all along. I truly believe that even if you were completely under Cooper's control, you are not capable of murder.
Thank you. If only you were on the jury. I'm afraid they're leaning in the other direction.
Yeah, well, that Rachel Locke's testimony sure didn't help you, did it?
Well, what happened wasn't Rachel's fault.
I know she's your doctor and all, but I'm just thinking maybe you shouldn't put all your faith into Rachel.
But if it weren't for Rachel, I wouldn't even be having a trial.
Yeah, but, you know, I just really seen another side of that woman.
Rachel cares about me, Lucy. She really, really does.
Does she really? Does she really and truly? Or does Rachel Locke just care about winning?
What difference does it make as long as I'm free to be with Chris and have a life again?
Okay, I'm just saying that I hope Rachel Locke's hidden agenda doesn't somehow ruin that future you want so badly.
She wants me to take the stand in my own defense.
What? You can't do that.
Why not?
Because, Scott, you know, he's a wonderful attorney, and he always says you do not take the stand in your own defense. That's like the absolute last resort. I don't know, Julie. I don't know if you should be listening to Rachel. You know, I think you could be making a terrible mistake.
Court's gonna resume, and I still don't have an answer. Rachel thinks taking the stand is my only choice. Chris and Darren, they're completely opposed to the idea.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually agree with those two.
But Rachel, she's been guiding me all along, Lucy, and I trust her.
I know. Listen, you know what this is you don't have any reason to listen to my opinion, really. You know, I mean, it's not like we're very best friends or anything. It's just that you saved my daughter's life. Christina owes her life to you, and I can't ever repay you for that. So if I can somehow just offer advice, give you some way, I just want to help you any way I can.
Yes, but you are asking me to turn my back on Rachel, the person who has believed in me, and help me get declared competent, made my marriage to Chris possible.
Yeah, I am. If she is steering you wrong, then yes, I am.
Rachel knows how important it is for me to be with the people I love.
Obviously, she's very committed to you, okay? It's just, I don't want you to follow her advice completely blindly.
No, and I am perfectly capable of making my own decisions, you know? The work I've done with her has gotten me in touch with who I really am.
Well, then hold on to her. Hold on to that person and let that person choose the direction you're going. You know, a really good teacher knows when to let her student fly.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had company.
I just came by to thank Julie again for saving Christina's life.
It's too bad they don't give out medals here at Ferncliff. She certainly earned one.
Listen, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I just, please, just kind of think about what I said, okay? Yeah. Okay.
You know what, Lucy, why don't you stay? You might like to hear what I have to say to Julie.
If this is about me testifying, I haven't decided yet.
Julie, I'd never ask you to consider it if I thought it hurt you.
I know, but Chris,
He's your husband, and he's thinking with his heart right now, not his head. And Darren, he can be conservative.
Lucy thinks it's a mistake as well.
Really? You know, I appreciate your support of my patient, but I hardly think this is your field of expertise.
You're right. It's not. It's not at all. It's just, I always smell when something isn't quite right.
Really, I know what's best for Julie.
Really? Coercing, bribing Red Cooper into a confession? I don't think so.
No, and obviously you're misinformed about that as well, Lucy. After everything we've been through, you're going to Lucy for advice?
No. Lucy is just more objective. You're the only one who wants me to take the stand.
Well, you're wrong. There's somebody else that completely agrees with me.